Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you. I popped into HMV in Middlesbrough yesterday. Well, it won't be yesterday when you see this, it'll be the day before, which was Tuesday. But I tippy-toed down tea time, so I knew I wasn't going to get in there. You know, the traffic and all that cack. And I went with an intention. And I got what I intended to get. There's a video nasty being released on 4K in the UK and the US by Severin. And I walked in, strange, only in Middlesbrough. The stairs, which lead down to the Blu-rays, 4Ks and DVDs, was blocked off with like I think it was a t-shirt stand or something, and I was like, all right. And to the back of the room there's a lift down, and they pulled something in front of that. So I went to the counter and I went to I think he's the manager, and I went, is downstairs closed? And he was like, do you want to be down there? Like, I went, yeah. He said, I'll let you in the lift, do you? And he pulled it up and let me use the lift. He said, I was just at like a tea time. We got gangs of kids in. And they must go and try and nix. I was like, Jesus. So in the lift I went down. I was on my toilet. There was nobody else there. No staff. Nothing. So I'm looking around. And I thought, where the hell is this film? Couldn't find it. They've got like the individual boutique labels, as they're called now, intersections. So there was Arrow, there was 88, there was BFI, Criterion, and whatever else. There's a few others. There's like 101 films and stuff like that. So I was looking through, nothing there. So I turned round. Frog in my throat. And I went over to the other back wall, like more collectors. I was like, nah, there's nothing there. So I went over to the horror section, and I thought, it's not going to be over here. I know it's not, because there's only DVDs and Blu-rays over here. But I thought, I'll have a look anyway. I had a look, nothing. So I went back over, and there was these 4Ks, 2 for 30, and that wasn't there. I didn't expect it to be. But they don't keep the 2 for 30 separately. They were just all together. I was like, Jesus. So I thought, right, I want to have a look at your alphabetical. I went, blah, blah, blah. I went, there it is. They had one left. So I had to pick it up and examine it. Because, like, you know, when you go in the shop, and there's like gouges and rips and all sorts. No, this was bang on. So I finally got it. Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker on 4K. I do have this on DVD. No, I don't. I'm lying my ass off. What a bell end! I do have this on Blu-ray. It was lying around here somewhere. I would have showed you it. Anyway, it's Code Red. Their second release, and it came with the slip. I never thought in a million years this was going to come out on 4K. That is new artwork. The actual original artwork, which was on the Blu-ray that I got, was this, but with a red background. But the blue's the original. I don't think that was bad for a 2-disc 4K. Like, there's a 4K and a Blu-ray. Nice slip cover. The slip cover is probably not the same quality as Severin in the US. I'm guessing because they've got this thing going with them that 88 have made this for them. But I did check, and if there was anything missing, like an extra disc, I would have gone for the American one. But I think they're identical. I haven't even opened this. I've saved this. Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. On the Video Nasties list, it's just called Nightmare Maker. This, I really enjoyed this film. It's got some really, really good acting in it. It's got Susan Terrell in it, which she's like an absolute... and what do they call him now? He's got a famous sister as well. Jimmy McNichol. Oh, what do they call his sister? I can't remember. But they're the double of each other, him and his sister. Kirsty McNichol, something like that, isn't it? They were sort of like big in the 70s type of thing. Typical, innit? You think everything's all right, then you get a little wee... Actually, it's not so much a gouge, it's just where the paper has been pressed in on these little crappy indentations on the box. So, although that's different artwork, I am going to flip it around because the flip side does have the Video Nasty artwork in. But before I do, yeah, there's the 4K and there's the Blu-ray. I want to check the discs just to make sure that they're not damaged. Yeah, bang on, not a mark. I've said this before, boys and girls, check your discs. Because even if they're sealed, I had one with a dirty great big gouge in and it was bad, unplayable. Yeah, wonderful, not a mark. I'll tell you what is in here though, you know this thing that people keep calling, because Scream Factory named it, gassing. Like, it's all your discs are farting. Idiots. I have not seen this in the flesh since the video started. Wow. That's so much better. So, in the 80s, this is a section 2, it's not a section 1. But in the 80s, if you were to go into a video shop and rent this out, this, get in there, you flipper. This is the artwork you would have seen, the front and the back of the VHS or Betamax, whichever you had at the time, box. There we go. Now this came out on a company called Atlantis Video. But Severin, I've just put Severin there with the same logo. I love it when they do that. But there you go. In all its nasty glory, that's the front cover. I remember seeing this and I never recognised her because I know who Susan Terrell is, but I didn't think that was her. I just thought it was no actress. And there's the back. You can tell that's her though. She's such a dick. Yeah, it's a bit naughty, this one. There is an excellent scene in it with a car. You'll know it when you watch it if you're going to get this. I'm going to see if this is similar to what I kind of described in the section 2 list. Rejected by her lover, the only man left in Cheryl's life is the orphaned nephew she has raised as her own son. I did say he was a nephew. She'll stop at nothing to keep Billy with her. When her plans misfire, she's swept up in an insane frenzy that means death to anyone who comes between her and her obsession. But the investigating detective is convinced that Billy is the real killer and determined to prove it. Madness and fantasism work together to drag all concerned into a terrifying vortex of bloodletting that adds a nightmarish twist to the classic Oedipus story. Billy Lynch was tried for second-degree murder and found not guilty on grounds of temporary insanity. It says right there, whatever the hell that means. So yeah, it just say like, you know, she's looking after him and their obsession, and they're not kidding. This is, oh God, how can I say this? this is verging on something you shouldn't be doing with a family member. So there you go. Nightmare Maker on the Video Nasties list. Or the pretty crummy original title in the States, Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. It's also known, I think it was known on VHS in the States, which is even more weird, as Night Warning. I have no idea why. But to me, I think we had the best title. It's like Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker, but we just shortened it. Nightmare Maker. So there you go. That's the first time in a canny while since I've actually been out and bought any form of, as it's now known, physical media, where we used to just say discs, Blu-rays, DVDs, what have you. It's the first time I've actually gone out and bought a disc in a shop. Probably since the Rocky films, when the Rocky films come out, I got one or two from there. It's been a while. Or it could have been when I was up Gateshead with John. But it's a while since I've been in HMV in Middlesbrough. Jeez, it was like a ghost town in that shop. It always seems so depressing in that place now, and it never used to. Such a shame. But there you go. So, but yeah, it felt good because like I was in the shop and I was taking it to the counter, and I know like the best you can get really is Amazon, isn't it? Offline, where it's like you get it the next day, and you're always taking this home with me. Had that slipcover been knackered, I would have left it and not got it. I'd have ordered it online, but there you go. So I'm looking forward to watching that one again anyway, because I'm saying that for a long, long time. So yeah, good film that. Thank you very much for watching, all two of you. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you very soon on the next video. And until then, you all take care of yourselves. Ta-ta.